Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the one and the only Rum Boys Fantasy Network. I am your host. It's your boy Rum Boys Robbie, aka the Admiral. Make sure that you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? Spike that like, dive off into the live chat. This is the show about nothing. And as always, I am joined by my very trustworthy and loyal colleague, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host of the GMM Network, Bogart Scott Free. What's good, bro?
Hey, some barber out there cut my hair.
I feel that.
Somehow. I'm like, bro, I think I'm going on like almost 2 months, bro.
I'm able to. I can eat my fucking mustache, bro. It's like it's disturbing. It's disturbing.
Real talk. Like I'm eating soup. It's all bad.
Exactly, bro. So me and my girl, me and my girl and our best friend, like last weekend we had went out and fucking we walk into like the bar like / restaurant area. Don't worry, guys, we're masked up. Okay, we're being fucking safe. All right, we're not a bunch of heathens, just raw dog in the air. But we walk into like the bar, go up to like our little seating area, and literally, I shit you not, we're sitting across from my barber and one of the girls like my girl goes to school with, cosmetology and shit like that. And like they're like getting fucked up. Bro, I tell you, I shit you not.
Bro, where you gonna cut hair, bro?
Bro, I shit you not. I covered up my hair so bad, and she was like, you need to get your hair cut. I was like, yeah, you're right. She's like, I'm probably gonna see you in a week. I'm like, yeah, you're probably gonna see me in a fucking week. So yeah, I'm with you, man. I need to get this shit trimmed up too. Like, I've been in meetings, just stroking my beard and like just seeing how long go at this point.
I have a theory that like, my elaborate like plans, they come easier when I'm like bearded like crazy. I don't know. It's weird. Like madman scientist shit. You know what I mean?
Mad scientist shit. I be in the meetings like just coming up with mad ideas, Ladies and gentlemen, this is the show about nothing. And we're here to talk about everything and honestly completely nothing, depending on what type of person you are. But it's always something to us. First things first that we're gonna dive into. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What to do, dilly dilly.
I'm having a beer with you.
That's
a root beer float.
Yeah, you have a root beer float.
Oh, that's the spoon. I try to get the spoon like a straw.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not even blown yet.
But we're today's show we are talking about astral projection. For all you guys out there, root beer floats give Bogart money.
Yes.
But we are actually talking about astral projection. We took the week off last week, getting things in order, new shows on board.
I was too busy astral projecting.
Yeah, and we were astral projecting ourselves. Bogart, do you want to go ahead and start this one off?
You know what? Let's do something different. Why don't you read I don't know if you pulled this up, but like the definition of astral projection, like the scientific terminology breakdown.
So the scientific not destination. We're gonna get to our destination.
I can give you the Bogart definition.
Yeah, the Bogartism. Yeah. So the scientific definition of astral projection, also known as astral travel. That's why I kept saying destination, because I kept looking at the word, like you're like, read it, and I'm like, all right, fine.
Travel. He sees the word travel, like destination.
Destination. Yeah, I saw the word travel, and I was like, fuck. Is a term used in esotericism.
Esoteric, yeah.
To describe an intentional out-of-body experience, a OBE, that assumes the existence of a soul called an astral body. This is separate from the physical body and capable of traveling outside of it throughout the universe. So for those of you out there, the best way that I could describe it in layman's terms, without referring to my experiences, is think of it while you're meditating. For those of you out there that have ever meditated, and kind of that place that your mind goes to, and if you ever like kind of like I felt your body, kind of float. Like put it like this. Here's the way that everyone out there, young or old, will be able to understand it. Those old kung fu movies, and you see like the Shaolin monk sitting there, and he's like meditating. He's like, and he's floating. Of like you're not like physically gonna float, like scientifically speaking, but that is a metaphor. I mean, you could, yes, there have been studies on and so forth, but in the most logical, literal sense, that is a metaphor for.
Let me help you out here. I see teleporting. I see where you're getting at, right? But astral projection is totally different. What astral projection is like literally some would call it the soul, or like they said, your astral body literally leaving your physical body. And like,
yes,
there's cases of people like going, traveling through space and time and stuff like that. I mean, like, I feel like I've experienced that on DMT, like every time on DMT, like
that's
out of body,
space,
dancing across the astral planes. You know what I mean? But also it's the more common cases are people like, like, and this normally happens when they sleep. That's why I think you were going with the meditation.
Yeah, sleep when you're mostly when it happens.
Yeah, and like so your body's asleep, but your mind, your subconscious, or in this case your soul, what I mean, it has the ability to leave your body and travel around this motherfucker. Like, there's cases of like, like a dude, leaving his body, what I'm saying, watching his kids while they sleep, what I mean, and then he comes to and he's like, oh shit, and then he goes and looks at the clock. It was the time on the clock that he saw when he was in his in his kid's room. It's just like, because normally you're doing stuff like you're familiar with.
The most like I said, like the most like mainstream example, like so that people could really understand, like have an example. The movie Insidious, that movie, I know that, which is a shitty fucking terrible fucking movie.
I think it's a terrifying concept, though.
It's a terrifying concept of astral projection, but if you break it down into its like most like basic, like it's astral projection, and it was a shitty fucking way to do a horror movie. But that's a different talk for a different day.
The kid would astral project.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he got lost in that world. More like he was baited by a spirit in this world.
By a spirit in the spirit world. Yeah. And a lot of times when you hear astral projection, you'll hear people refer to, yes, that is proper English. Okay, yes, refer to astral projection as walking in the spirit world or tapping in with the spirit world. A lot of people astral project to tap in with the spirit world, or they will, a way of achieving astral projection is probably not one of the most best ways to do it, but depending on what type of environment you are, and everything is also okay in moderation, a lot of hallucinogenics have been proven to help with astral projection.
Yeah.
Yes, psychedelics, correct.
Yeah, bro. Like, obviously the third eye, again, this is kind of a common theme. We've referred to the third eye a number of times, and there's even people that have they got like a black belt in astral projection. You feel me? Like,
they got a black belt.
They could do this shit on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like there's actually a series right now on Netflix called Behind Her Eyes, and it's about this broad. She mastered astral projection. You know what I mean? And like, she can only go to familiar places. You know what I mean? But like, she was just watching her husband. This motherfucker was cheating on her and shit, and she just knew everything. And he had no fucking clue what she was doing. You know what I mean? And like, when she would tell people what she was doing, they would think she was crazy. So she was like put into the loony bin. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, it's a great series. It's kind of slow, but the concept is awesome. You know what I mean? Because it's
a Netflix series. Of course, it's going to start off slow.
Yeah, well,
what's it called? Behind Her Eyes.
It's 6 episodes. It's awesome, dude. It's one of those ones that it really does take. Takes you all the way down to the end of the show where it has like the motherfucking the twist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope. But so Astral
You
Projection.
said it's 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's really good actually. It's like you
Right.
just gotta. It's just slow, like the first couple episodes, because they're just kind of
Yeah.
jumping around telling.
But I mean, if it's only 6 episodes, you can be
Yeah.
slow in 6 episodes.
And it comes full circle. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones where it's like, this is it. It's only one. It's not going to be like a season 2 or nothing like that. Like, it's just, this is it. You know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, like, there's even people that there's cases of people astral projecting and, not coming back. Then, the body, they're just like, oh, he's in a coma. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, or there's even people that have traveled so far that it took them a while to come back. And then they've developed methods like tethering. You know what I mean? So like, and like, what's crazy is like the first time I ever heard of astral projection, I was a wee tyke. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a, growing up, I remember it was a long time we didn't have no cable. You know what I'm saying? So like I would watch PBS, you know what I'm saying, a public broadcast service. And they would show like, random documentaries, but they had this one about astral projection. And like, the dude was describing like, when he would astral project, you know what I'm saying, he would see, other projections out there. He didn't know if they were spirits or other people. And then like every so often, you know what I mean, he would travel too far. You know what I mean? And he'd have a tough way back. So this dude developed the method of like tethering himself. You know what I mean? But it was like I mean, I don't know how he tethered himself, but it was just a method of, finding his way back every time. You know what I'm saying? So like this dude got really good at it. And like, there was another case of this dude. He was like a bank robber, or he was accused of bank robbing, right? And like he would just walk in. He knew all the codes to the safes and shit like that. He used to work at the bank, you know what I mean? And they, so the story goes that he might have astral projected, you know what I'm saying, and found out all the codes, you know what I mean? Then went into that motherfucker physically and just you know what I mean?
Did it.
Turned off all the security shit like nothing and just dipped out with hello M's. You know what I mean? But like. Yeah, I mean, these are extreme examples.
Extreme examples. Like, I mean, of course, like let's take like a fucking extreme example, okay? Because I'm that type of person that would do that. I almost said I want to do that. Did you catch what I said? I wouldn't want to. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm the type of person that just wants to know what if. I'm not saying if I had this
right, if you figured this master, out, let me know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's like, yo, we can hit a lot of licks, like but
it's basically not a lick.
But I mean, just think about that. Like you could astral project yourself like onto like the bank night watch. Like this is a place like in your physical being you have seen, and then you astral project yourself. Like you follow the janitor around while he's putting all the codes and shit in, and then like. When you come back to your physical body in the daytime, fucking hit that lick.
It's time to get rich.
It's time to get rich. Like I'm just saying, like I know it's a very bad idea to do it, but like, hey, homie did that, and you said he had tethered himself to find his way back.
No, that was a different dude. So
different dude. Okay, that was a different dude.
Yeah, because like
you can tell if you can like I don't want to use the word telepathically like tether yourself like find your way back, because like there are studies where like motherfuckers go way too far, and even when they come back like they're just like completely not the same, or they've seen some shit and it's just like what the fuck, or like you said they've encountered spirits or like spiritual planes, like that shit to me is wild. Like one of the most, I guess, like vivid experiences for me was when I did DMT, the first time that I did DMT. And I shit you not.
Do you remember what kind of DMT it was? Like, it was like the way, like the form. Was it like the clay form, or was it like the powder? Like, do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, it was like clay looking, kind of like a dabish almost looking. Like
that's the one. That's the one. That's the break through on that one. Fuck yeah.
So what's up, Boo? He said astral projection is dangerous and only because the vacancy. I think he meant to type vacancy can cause bad spirits to latch on. You have to be you have to be in a protected setting. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't fool with astral projection, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if you ain't like, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, this is This is
Bro,
not a
my little brother,
thing.
like he can tell some fucking stories, bro. Like you know, because like he's deeply into like this type of stuff. But no, like what I was saying though, first time like I had tripped DMT, like I did DMT, and I remember when I finally came to, like it felt like I was there forever.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, like man, it's only like you only in for like 15, 20 minutes,
it's
but that
yeah,
motherfucker feels like forever, bro. And it's like it's a clusterfuck of like information, bro. Like
yeah.
it's kind of overwhelming. There's so much happening, so much
So
interchanging.
so much happening, so much, yeah. And like I shit
Yeah.
you not. Like people were like, what did you see? What did you see? Like I couldn't even talk to anybody. But what I saw was like honestly pretty much like the person like that I am today, you know? Like it like that one experience, I was like, I don't need to be around any of these people. I don't need, you know, I learned so much and I gathered so much motherfucking information and you know and I honestly felt like I had met, you know, and encountered like people that I had lost, you know, and they had kind of like spoken to me and helped me like just really like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how describing to someone or describing to people that experience and you know when I go to the bathroom, I splash the water on my face and I come to, I'm like,
Indescribable.
yeah, I'm like I realized I all is one and one is all. Like I'm everything and like you know and I just I don't know. I
Hey,
changed my
that's
life
a
like I
trip that
just
you
never
said that
fucking
because
turned back. I became a
so shout out to my guy AJ. You're somewhere out there in the world, my brother. I think he's like in Iowa these days. But anyways, this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's the one
out to
that brought us.
Iowa.
Yeah, he's the one that brought us the DMT, right? And like I remember when I came to, you know, he's there. He's like, oh, smiling. How was it, bro? And I'm just like, and he's like, and I'm just quiet, bro. I'm just like, whoa, it's like intense. And I remember I was just like, it's existence.
It's
It's all
existence. Yeah,
it's all
it's like
existence. Like, and
shit.
what's funny is like it was probably like later on in the day he brought it up. Hey, well, you're a trip and you came through. You're like existence. And I was like,
Yeah, it's
it
like
was
shit
so
that didn't
heavy, and that was the first thing that came to mind, bro. Like, I don't
yeah.
know, like it sounded so, it felt so profound to say that word right there. But that's just how that was like the epiphany I had. Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like everything
The
is
shit that
existent.
didn't make sense before suddenly motherfucking made sense. Like and like I felt like things started to connect and like it was like what the fuck? Like
See, and
you
here's the
saw the
difference.
other side. You learned it was the first time that you really learned that time doesn't exist. Time is a construct. Like it was
Well,
the
yeah,
very
I
first
mean,
time that like it opened
time
your
is
eyes.
different, even just in our own solar system. I mean, time, first of all, time is a measurement, and time is a measurement of us spinning on the world's axis, spinning around the sun. You know what I mean? So if you're on
Ho-
Mars, time is different. You know what I mean? That's Mars
ho-
time. Like, we
Host
have
said
our
Astral
go ahead.
Host said Astral Projection helped save me from my depression. The ability to view the world as bigger creates more of an appreciation for the smaller things.
That's
Absolutely,
awesome.
100% true.
That's
100%
fucking
true.
awesome. Like, you know, I lucid dream, and sometimes I wonder if I'm astral projecting because I'd be
Lucid
flying and shit. You know what I mean?
lucid
Like I just
dreaming and astral projections often they can
they get confused.
oh
Well, I
yeah they
mean,
get confused or like told
just
like
because it feels
similar
hella
lines.
real though. Like you know, and I'm consciously thinking. You know what I mean? Like, but also it's like I eat a ton of mushrooms and shit like that. So it's like, you know, sometimes I'll be like, "Fuck, was I just still on a trip?" You know what I mean? Like now, but
Yeah,
now in my sleep, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I almost spilled my root beer float. Anyways, yeah, I was about to be hella hot if I did that shit. This shit is delicious in a motherfucker. Anyways, yeah, bro. Hey, that's the closest thing I could probably say to getting to flying. You know what I mean? Like superhero flying. You feel me? Like, cause that shit, like, hey, the astral projection shit, that shit ain't no joke. I can't do that shit on purpose, obviously. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of glad. I think I don't think I'm disciplined enough to like not go like all the time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'd be out there, you know what I'm saying? Watching the world.
Just drifting away. Oh yeah, that would be yeah. You just be drifting away. Yeah. I don't know why I fucking started singing Bon Jovi. fucking happen. It's a show about nothing. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
Hey, Bon Jovi, give me money.
Bon Jovi, give me money.
Bon Jovi got the joints, bro. Living on a prayer.
Hey, tell me why me and my wife, right? We in a motherfucking car. We on our way back from a dispensary like a week ago, right? And like that song, one of it was like a Bon Jovi song came on, and like we're jamming, and I turned to her and I'm like, babe, I'm like, did you know that he used to own an indoor football team? And she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, like we started, like it was just one of those moments because like I expected like you know be like, but she knew she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, like we just I don't know why I fucking wanted to tell that story, but I just fucking did. Let's drink.
I wonder if Bon Jovi astral projects.
Bon Jovi definitely fucking astral projects.
Hey, real talk,
bro.
What's up?
Check this shit. So you know them celebrities, man, they be rich as the motherfuckers. So you know damn well that like they be bringing in special astral projection specialists like Lil Kim. Yo, a matter of fact, Lil Kim, didn't she do a thing where she astral projected and like talked to Biggie and she was acting all weird? She's like being all weird. It was on Vice TV. It was on Vice TV, bro. And like,
shit, I done missed that.
But man, it's Lil Kim though. She does anything for attention.
You know what's funny is like when I was a kid, right? It was like the internet was like early, you know what I mean? So like if pop culture rumors and stuff, you know, like when you heard that shit, it was still like word of mouth. They might have been someone who saw it on the internet, just started. But one of them in the mid 90s was like Lil Kim went to the hospital.
Yeah.
And they had pumped her stomach because she had like
because David Banner
like several grams of unborn children in her stomach.
That shit was hilarious. I remember that. I was in like ninth grade, bro. Yeah, man. And like people coming to school talking about that. I was like, why are we talking about this? Why do we care?
Well, this is probably like mid 90s, bro. I'm talking about like 97, 96 type of shit. You know what I mean? Because I was a wee tyke, like I said. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, like this is before the David Banner shit even. Actually, the David Banner shit kind of puts validity to it. Like, she was swallowing. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Anyways, hey, look at you know what's kind of cool? Those couple comments.
Yeah, Jim Carrey does that. That was my wife. She's like, I don't know why her comment took so fucking long to come in. She's right here next to me.
No, remember I told you sometimes it takes like 30 seconds. You know what I
mean? Yeah. That was about a 30-second tangent that we just went on. So yeah, she said, dude, Jim Carrey be doing that shit too. Absolutely. So Jim Carrey is like a huge proponent of astral projection and just
psychedelics.
Yeah, psychedelics, everything like he has always been that. But I mean,
I would expect nothing less. I mean, he's out there. You know what I mean? Like, as you know what I mean?
He's a character. He's a character within being a character himself. Yeah.
I mean, think about this. Like, you know, that's a guy that suffered from depression at one point.
Yeah.
You know, and like the
depression.
Yeah. So like, and you know, shout out to Buddy that dropped that comment earlier where he was talking about.
It's your boy.
Yeah, he said it. You know, it helped him with his shout out to Hoove, or his name's Hoove, right?
It's Hove. It's your boy Hove. This is Hove. It's him.
Yeah. Anyways, that kid's funny. I hope he doesn't think I pick on him.
Nah, fuck no. He wouldn't be in the chat otherwise.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, the goddamn depression that he was suffering from, you know what I'm saying? Jim Carrey, you know what I mean? Because the irony of it all was, you know, he made the world laugh and smile, and you know, just behind the scenes, you know, who was there to make him laugh and smile and be happy, and you know what I mean? Like, you know, psychedelics and other means of expanding the mind, or in this case, astral projection. You know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe those things help him. You know what I mean? Keep him from ending his own life, bro. Because
like Robin Williams,
really dark. There's a real dark undertone to Jim Carrey's like his whole isms. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, but I think that like a lot of comedians, especially they deal with that. Like, you know, like my little brother, you know, like now, right? It's like my little brother, he was first like he was a comedian. No, he's not a comedian.
Oh, okay,
with terrible fucking segue. But he now like you know, first like he was like a miracle baby when he was born, like lucky to be here, right? Um,
Dope.
you know, and was always like the smaller kid, you know, always got fucked with and always got like you know picked on. Sometimes even especially by me. But you know, that's just brother shit, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, he was always like the small kid, you know, like he was like you know small guy, and now like he's like in like the bodybuilding and shit. But I bring this up because like he does like the astral projection, like he studies you know the chakras and the crystals and you know stuff like that. Um,
Holistic,
yeah,
holistic medicines and stuff like that.
medicines, yeah, like you
Methods.
know, yeah, like all that type of shit, you know. And he had went through depression, you know, when we were growing up. Like we both did. I just dealt with it differently. Like I dealt with it by like getting into fights and you know fucking doing drugs and like for real like if it
My
was like
bad. I didn't mean to laugh at that. Just because
no
like,
like
you're like I dealt with it by getting in fights. It's like
yeah
damn.
bro
No,
bro
continue,
I was that kid growing up that where like I'd be like
feel my pain.
yeah like
My pain is
honestly
yours.
like I was that kid in high school like yo what the fuck are you looking at like who the fuck do you think you're looking at bro I was just like trying to get my book like yo you like I would be that person like just because like I would deal with so much shit at home like I would deal with so much shit at home that like I'd be like yo like and like motherfuckers would pick on me you know because I was you know small as well I'd be like yo you could catch these motherfucking small ass hands. You can catch a small ass fucking meteor that goddamn throat. Keep playing with me, you know. And like it was bad, you know. So like once I started kind of doing, you know, like I started, you know, meditating and like, you know, honestly
Smoking weed.
smoking fucking weed,
I'm about to
fucking
do that right now.
yeah, I'm about to do that in a minute too. Smoking weed, fucking, you know, doing psychedelics. That's when I was like, yo, oh shit. Like it started kind of helping, you know, change my perspective. On a whole lot of shit and like a lot of different shit, you know. And then I went into the military. That shit fucking blew. That shit was crazy. Came home and then like I had dealt with so much shit and I had so much shit picked up and built up. Um, and really just anger and anxiety and depression and like just like you know coming home like trying to explain like to my mom like hey I had PTSD like my mom straight like no you don't like motherfucker what do you mean and she like trying to tell me like that shit wasn't real like it didn't exist like in Caribbean culture like we don't believe in like we mental health or like social like disorders like
I don't think it's just like a regional thing. I think it's a generational thing. You know what I mean? Like there was
yeah generational there was a time period where you did not talk about shit
and plus like that generation, like you know what I mean? Like even like my parents are baby boomers. You know what I mean? Like that their parents grew up hardened than a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
yeah
Like
hang on I gotta get the grinder
all good. You know what I'm saying? But you know, motherfuckers that grow up hardened, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like you know, oh, you sad? Like you like you sad? You're depressed? Yo, hey, they be like, yo, shake it off. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah,
was just
I remember I remember if back in the day, like if somebody asked like, "Motherfucker, you depressed? Like you sad?" You know, you had better like bucked up and like you know been like, "No, like I'm good, bro. Like I'm good." You know, like you had
yeah,
to,
right. They'd be like, buck up.
yeah, you know,
I'm
you had
like,
to, you know,
but you know, it was because they thought it was just a feeling, not an actual mental
yeah,
health thing. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
mental health carried a big stigma, like especially in the hood too. In the hood,
Oh,
they'd be
big
like,
time in the
"Oh, that
hood,
motherfucker."
bro.
Like they would kind of outcast you too if you were known to be that motherfucker. Like, oh yeah, nah. Like we had this homegirl growing up, man. I felt bad for her because people used to clown on her and shit. Because her pops was like he was like a teacher at one of the elementary schools and he hung himself. There was like a bridge, like at school. There was a creek behind our school, so there was a bridge that went over the creek, and dude hung
Yeah,
himself. And so, like, you know, everyone know, you know, and kids are mean, you know what I mean? I grew up in the 90s, bro. So
yeah. I
kids
grew up in yeah,
it's hella mean. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? So like, you know, they would clown her for having no dad and her dad, oh, your dad killed yourself, shit like that. And she'd just be this sad ass kid, bro. And like, you know what I mean? Like they'd be like, "Oh, she's depressed," and they'd be like, "Oh, she's depressed. Oh, fuck! Like her dad died 3 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like they didn't really
But
know.
it's
Like,
like,
this is an
yeah, like
actual condition. Like, you know what I mean? That needs to be treated, and you know what I mean? Or needs motherfuckers might need
so
therapy.
no,
Or,
need to be just need to talk. Just need to talk.
you know what I'm
You
saying.
know, that's what I find so crazy about this topic. You know, is that astral projection is one of those things to where you know it can help you, and you can maybe find something in the spirit world that helps you, or connect with someone or something in the spirit world that helps you.
Very careful.
But but but
Grave danger.
but there is danger in there, and we're not going to sit here and act oh, like I astral projected once and it motherfucking saved my life. Like no, like you can. We're talking about the motherfucking spirit world. We are talking about you walking around amongst different entities and forms of matter that shouldn't that are in that arena for a reason.
Let's not go with forms of matter.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
just
not forms of matter, but you know what the fuck I mean, damn it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because you know what I mean. That's like that would imply that, like, science has this figured out, because that's the difference between
Because science does not have this figured out. Science does not
Yeah,
have
like, and there lies another DMT reference. Like, they call it the spirit molecule for a reason, because it is literally a molecule that takes you to another place. You know what I mean? Gives you a view on a whole other ism. You feel me? Like, I heard the first time I went, I used DMT. You know what I mean? That shit was like, it was fun. You know what I mean? It was very enlightening. And then, what I'm saying, like, the further and further I would go, you know what I'm saying? Like
more and more.
It became like, oh shit, this is nothing to play with. You know what I mean? Like, Like, everyone I would see a motherfucker, like somebody would show up to the studio. I'd be like, bro, you ever did DMT? Bro, sit down. You know what I mean? I just try to make everybody do this shit. Then after a while, I was just like, yo, this ain't for everybody.
This ain't for everybody.
You know
like there's certain forces out there. Like, there are forces in this real world. Like, as much, think of it like the real world. You got good motherfuckers and you got bad motherfuckers. Okay. So why would there not be good? Why would there not be good forces and evil forces whenever you actually project and whenever you're in the spirit world?
Here's the thing, though: good and bad, good and evil or whatnot. That shit is subjective. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is completely subjective.
Like, it's subjective. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, but yes, I do agree with what you're saying. But yeah, but I just wanted to point that out. Like, it's subjective. Like, I'm a motherfucking, a psychopath, schizophrenic serial killer, right? You know what I mean? He might be thinking, he's killing all these people for whatever righteous reason. And yes, that's terrible. It's bad. That's evil, right? Maybe not to him. You know what I mean? Like, shit is subjective. You know what I mean? Hey, look at us, people that live regular lives and shit. Good people with good intentions. You know what I'm saying? A bad motherfucker might be like, yo, they suck. You know what I mean?
What up, JD?
You feel like, what up, JD? You know what I'm saying? We talking about some out there shit today.
No, like honestly, I mean, there's some people that could consider what we do is like bad, like oh, they curse, like, oh, that's bad, like, so yeah, it's good and bad is subjective. Like,
they out there getting loaded.
Well, I do what the fuck I want. You don't pay my rent, so like,
Hey, but for real though, anybody out there, pay my rent.
Yeah, no, for real, pay my rent though.
You feel me? Give me money.
Give me money.
It's all brand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man,
bro, yo, hey, tell me why. Yo, I love when you guys in the chat that watch our shows and stuff. I love when you guys will leave our show and see us in other social media settings and use our isms. Like, that shit is fucking amazing. We love that shit. Like, we love that shit. Like, when you guys comment on our posts, like, give me money or like keep it player or like whatever the fuck, like, we fucking love that shit. So I want to let y'all know we appreciate the fuck out of that. Yeah. Fucking also up on the sports meet, the bracketology tournament is up. I want to make sure I shout that out really fast because we are giving away a sports meet swag bag.
Awesome.
Yeah, so make sure sports meet, give me money.
Give me money. And we gotta get you know what I'm saying? We gotta get that March the March Madness thing, right? We gotta whoever is like the top 4, bro, we gotta pin them against each other again. You know what I mean?
1v1s, make
Or
them
like
1v1.
make we whoever joins in that initial battle, take the top 4 as far as as far as votes, and then
Yeah,
make them battle
I'm with
again. You know what I
it.
mean?
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm
Or
with
even
it.
as March Madness
Progresses. Yeah,
yeah.
because as it progresses, you'll start to know who's gonna win the bracket and who has a better chance. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm putting in a bracket entry. I'm sorry for anyone that has to compete against me. You're talking about I had two years correct, and then Ty Boogie broke my 3 year streak when he fucking picked Virginia. I was pissed.
That year, I think I had Villanova. The year that Virginia took it,
Virginia, yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I went 2017, 2018. I was about to have 2019, and Ty fucked that all up for me.
Was that the year? Was Duke in it that year too?
I think yeah.
Damn, it's so crazy because 2020, like the type of year we had, I just stopped paying attention to all like
I know.
all like I'm so out of the loop. That's why I didn't jump in that battle. You feel me? I'm like,
bro, college basketball used to be this shit. Like if you played fantasy football, like college basketball used to be like, all right, this is how I'm gonna get my quick fix really quick. I'm gonna just get my betting rocks off, really quick. I'm gonna gamble really fast. That used to be the shit where it was like when football ended, that's what you waited for. Like Super Bowl came and it was like, all right, cool. March Madness around the corner, boom, then draft.
Hey, I remember one time they had March Madness out here. It was in Santa Clara. Or it might have even been in the city. Either way, every fucking hotel was popping out here. Like it was nuts. And like I had a homie, he was in the Navy, so he was just in town visiting. So we had like a little penthouse suite, and we were just partying. And like I remember, he's like, "Yo, we're at the hotel." I'm like, "Where are we going tonight?" I'm thinking we're gonna go out. He's like, "Bruh, we're staying in the hotel. It's popping." I'm like, "What?" I pulled up, and bro, it was bananas. You had all call it, March Madness. Hey, them students, they travel, bro. At least back in the day, at least before the apocalypse. You know what I mean? They travel.
Yo, that's
bro.
what I was gonna ask. Do you think the
It was
world
the
ever
Final
gets
Four.
back?
There you go. It was the Final Four.
Yeah, the Final Four. Yeah. You ever think that fucking the world gets back to normal?
I mean, what's your definition of normal? You know what I'm saying? Like, like how things used to be. Then the answer is no. You know what I mean? Like as far as like normality, you know what I mean? The what normal in itself, normal becomes what we all become used to. So this is the new normal if people can ever get used to it. You know what I mean? I mean, look at we're in the United States. I'm in California. You look at Miles, he's in Texas. They ain't got no fucking masks on. You know what I mean? Throwing concerts and shit. Like,
concerts and shit.
I'm looking at it like I'm looking at like how the world used to be. You know what I mean? But like, and that's because they're trying to get back to their version of normal. Yeah. Meanwhile, I feel like in like California, I mean, up north, we're over where I'm at, we're opening up. You know what I mean? Up where JD and them is at, up there in Sac. You know what I mean? They're opened up. It just, but where I'm at, it still feels like you don't have to wear a mask now. They even announced that. But like, most stores like mom and pops, they ain't letting you walk in there with no mask.
With no mask, yeah, fuck no.
Which is ironic because before you walk into a mom and pop with a mask on, they're like, you can't walk in here because that wasn't normal. You know what I mean? You walk in with a mask on, you trying to lick the place. You feel me? Or at least
exactly.
Like this is just the normal. So I mean, yeah, to answer your question, I don't think things get back to normal. You know what I mean? I mean,
I think that eventually, like people are just gonna be like I feel like in 2022, motherfuckers are gonna be like, you know what? It's whatever.
I mean, there's how about this? There's peace of mind. People want peace of mind. They'll get the vaccination and then they'll live their life like they used to, not knowing that, you got the shot. It doesn't mean you can't get it. It just means that if you get it, you have the antibodies already in your body that have been developed to fight the shit, so it won't hit
Right.
you as hard. You know,
Yeah.
motherfucker gets COVID, he might be down for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even more. There's been a case like, one of the homegirls, she had it for a month. She was hospitalized, all the shit. Had another homie, he had it. He was chilling. Like he was just chilling, bro. Like,
Never even knew.
And then then there's other motherfuckers that have had it numerous times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, these are people that I know personally, they advocated for getting the vaccine. My girl's pregnant. She got the vaccine. Then she showed me a study that, a case study where like the vaccine for pregnant women or women that were breastfeeding, the babies were building the antibodies for it because, you know what I'm saying? She got the
because it's in the bloodstream. That makes 100% complete sense.
I mean, so I'm hoping, like things will get normal, but I also believe like there'll be another version of this or something else that'll come along. It's just this.
There's always something, bro. There's always fucking something.
I mean, what's funny,
remember they had that, remember it used to be the hand, foot, the swine flu, the hand flu, the hand, foot, and mouth, the bird flu.
You see, hand, foot, and mouth is different. That's common. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like but I mean, motherfucker, like it's always been something. Like it's always
these viruses are, things that came from an animal somehow. You know what I mean? That's what they believe. I'm still on the side of belief that lab motherfucking test, some lab created shit. You know what I mean?
I think it was definitely created in a lab, and that shit outbroke from that lab. Like it was, I don't know about
outbroke either.
I think somebody took work home with them.
Bro, somebody straight up took it and put it out in the world.
Yeah,
it was. I don't think it was an accident.
Yeah, every 10 years type of shit. Because you go back in the 90s, we had the AIDS pandemic, and that was, like
80s. That was the 80s.
The 80s into the 90s. The 80s into the 90s, because the 90s, the numbers had just boomed. You know? Like
now, and look at now. Now there's
that's what I'm saying, G. The
medication it'll suppress that shit. So like HIV, people can live their regular.
Magic Johnson is out here doing whatever. Magic Johnson out here.
Bro, he has magic in his name, bro. You know what I'm saying? He has magic in his name, bro. It was just like poof, disappeared AIDS. Abracadabra, no AIDS.
Bro, remember?
He never got AIDS though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He never got AIDS.
HIV,
and now that and then there's medication now, which is crazy shit because you see this shit in like commercials. You know what I mean? Like it's like something you would take if you're sleeping with somebody with HIV. You know what I mean? Like you take this shit, you don't get it. Like this is insane. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
Yeah, and like you think about this. They could have probably had a cure for AIDS and shit like that a long time ago, but that's bad for business.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like, how about this? If what I believe is true, this is a man-made virus. You know what I mean? And we're all dealing with the pandemic now. Think about this. If it's man-made, you probably already had the antidote too. You probably already had the vaccine. You just waited because it's good. Because it's good for business. Like, you know what I mean? For whatever their agenda is, making money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That like you don't just have some shit that's unfucking stoppable, and then like a year later, you're like, by the way, we got the foolproof shit. You been had that shit, bro.
Bro, so I even saw a study right here. Check this shit out. All right. I saw this shit on motherfucking TV. I think it was like on ABC.
TV give me money.
Yeah, TV give us money for sure. And I think Shorty on the TV, she said it's been proven or studies have been shown that if you have the vaccination, you can be in the same motherfucking room as somebody with the shit and you won't get it.
That's ignorant.
Like I'm like, yo, like who the I'm like who did you get to do this study? Who did you do?
I'll say that's naive.
Like you're stupid. I like
it's the same way Twitter got on former President Trump. That's crazy.
Fuck that shit stain. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like, I had the corona and now no, I'm immune. They're like, nope, that's not true.
Nope.
Like, you know, the what is it, the Health Society or whatever the fuck they call it?
Yeah,
National, whatever the fuck.
who motherfuckers? Yeah,
them motherfuckers came out. I was like, nope, incorrect. You know what I mean? That's putting out false information. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that was what was crazy about the beginning of this shit too, though. Like all the misinformation, because the things that would trend would be the crazy shit.
Exactly, and nobody would know, and like nobody would know, bro. Nobody would know. I remember being afraid to walk my dog for like a week. Like I was like,
bro, okay, how about this? My lady, you know, she's a nurse, and the facility she works at, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of the clients or patients, whatever you want to call them, they live there. You know what I mean? They get their medicine.
Yeah.
There was a cat around the facility, and they took this cat in. And they're like, we got to get rid of the cat, because what if someone has COVID, starts petting the cat, then everyone starts petting the cat, and that cat's walking. You know what I mean? It sounds crazy, but it was but it's the misinformation's out there. It's like, listen, just get rid of the fucking cat. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the cat. Like, yo, I need to grab something real quick.
You're good. Should we take a break really quick? Oh, this motherfucker already did. You said the whole world was shook, bro. That's straight facts, though, bro. Like the whole world was shook. Motherfuckers was buying goddamn toilet paper and shit, man. Bro, I remember I had the motherfucking Jimbo. I had Jimbo. I was like, yo, you work at the hotel? He was like, yeah, I work at the hotel. Like, you need to send me some motherfucking toilet paper. He sent me some toilet paper. I shit you not. Sent me a box. A whole ass box with motherfucking toilet paper, some goddamn hand sanitizer, some gloves. I had a couple of regular ass masks up in there. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bruh. Yeah, he sent me the big ass roll, the hotel roll, the shit that looked like the shit the size of your motherfucking steering wheel when driving. Oh my gosh. Jimbo the plug. Yes. Man, I remember my homie. Bogart can tell you all about this. I was like, Bogart. He's like, what? I was like, I just got a free half ounce for 2 rolls of toilet paper, bro. My plug pulled up and was like, yo, I'll give you a half, bro. If you just give me 2 rolls so I can wipe my ass. And I was like, bet. Shit was wild. The shit was wild back then, B. Like, I don't even know. Now this man is back. What's good, bro?
What happened?
I was just telling them, I was like, fucking, the shit was so bad that like my dealer gave me a half ounce straight up for 2 rolls of toilet paper.
Oh shit, word?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, bro, like, because I called him for some bud. I was like, yo, like, can you bring me some bud, yada yada yada. And he was like, yo, here's what we gonna do. Give me 2 rolls of TP and just take the weed.
Hey yo, when there was like, you know what's crazy is we shop at Costco for shit like that, right? For those of y'all that don't have Costco in your state, Costco is like a big ass.
It's a warehouse. It's a warehouse,
and they got everything in bulk. You know what I mean? So like, you know, when I go buy toilet paper, I'm buying like 3 months worth. You know what I mean? In one package. You feel me? Like real deal. You feel me? Real spill is a hell of toilet paper. And it was a trip when we went to Costco and there was no more toilet paper, bro. It was just like, because we were just going to go buy some just in case, you know what I mean? Extra. And like, well, at least we're good for a couple months, but we go over there with nothing, bro.
Nothing, dude. Nothing. Motherfuckers cleared out, bro. What was crazy for me was when it wasn't just the toilet paper that was gone. Like, toilet paper was the first shit that was gone. When, like, the motherfucking apple juice and, like ramen. Like when ramen started becoming in shortage, I was like, y'all don't know damn well that y'all don't eat this shit.
Hey, ramen is fire, bro.
Ramen is fire.
I'm from the hood, bro.
Exactly. But
Hey.
you know damn well that the damn Suzanne ain't fucking whipping up ramen like that, bro. Like the box of goods were gone, all the meat, bro, all the meat. Like the shit that people, I knew what people that lived around me knew how to cook during the pandemic by what was left over. Like I was like, oh, I got some crab legs. Like I guess y'all don't know how to do seafood, or you don't trust that shit. Like
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, if it's frozen, you're fine. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, but like, you know, I can imagine like when people weren't working. You know what I mean? If you go to the seafood market, bro, I'm like, yo, how old is this out here? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, yo.
How long has this been out here? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, you go in there to get fresh joints, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo, if the demand wasn't there, you know what I mean? It wasn't like they're just going to keep buying seafood and let it pile up and no one's going to buy this shit. Like what was amazing was how bad people were eating all of a sudden. Because it's like they're getting all these canned goods and all these, you know what I mean? Like frozen dillies, you know what I mean? Like just, it was crazy. Like,
bro, people
in
lost
the beginning, we were.
I remember I couldn't find eggs.
That's crazy,
bro. Yeah,
bro. We were cooking like a motherfucker. Cause like I was in the beginning, I was not fucking with anybody touching or preparing my food. So it was like we kind of did the opposite. Like we were eating good. You know what I mean? Because
bro, we were eating good because like
I remember you was doing like the seafood boils and shit. Remember
that? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like motherfuckers, yo, people didn't know how to do all the crazy ass outlandish expensive.
Hey, that was kind of tight. We need to do that again. Because you were like, I remember there was one you were like doing like a slow cook ribs or something, and like just answering hella fantasy questions while you're cooking the joint. You feel me?
When I get the new crib, bro. When I move to the new crib, bro, I'm definitely gonna be getting it popping, bro.
Yeah,
motherfuckers got like a couple months left up in this bitch, and then we out like 3 more months, and I'm out of this motherfucker.
Are you gonna rent at another place till you buy, or are you guys already looking?
No, we're just gonna fucking buy straight up, like.
No, I'm saying, but have you started looking yet? Like, I mean, 3
months. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've already started looking. Like, we know exactly like where we're gonna go, like and shit. It's a dope little area, dope little neighborhood. So I mean, I'm mad excited. Honestly. I'm ready to get the fuck out of this. Like I just need this.
I can't do close quarter living, bro.
Bro, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Like, I used to get noise complaints out the motherfucker. First of all, we got kids that's loud. I'm loud. I'm just period. Then let alone get me watching football. You know what I mean? Or like hey, I be arguing with my lady. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, there's several ways that to make.
Oh, come on, bro. You got to hit me up in advance when you want me to come on your show, my G, because I have this thing here that I have to fill out. In order for me to be able to keep up with my dates, bro.
I'll be having to remind you dates sometimes. Like,
yo,
listen, bro,
yes, this is my best, bro. Hey, this is my best motherfucking friend, bro. And I'll be like, hey, yo, what time did we say that we have to go on there? Like,
you know, it's weird, and I don't write anything down. Like, I come from a long line. I'm from a long line of hustles where it's like we was on the road, bro. You got to remember things. You know what I mean?
You also not dealing with the fuckery that I deal with. Like, you know, shit.
Listen, you deal with what you deal with. And here's my thing. In life, the next man will never have to deal with my bullshit. That's how I live. So like anytime someone else is dealing with shit, I just be like, hey man, you got that. You know what I mean? Because you feel what I'm saying? Like, and listen, that's why I feel like we're a good team.
Yeah, we are.
Everyone we got on board is a good team because the next man's shit's not affecting the next dude. You feel me? Like exactly. I said, any kind of fuck shit I'm dealing with, it's not gonna
it's not gonna affect nothing else.
It's not gonna affect anybody else because with this thing that we do, it's got to be smooth. You know what I mean?
Motherfucking really quick, Miles. Tomorrow is Marcus Grant. It
Shout
is
out to
you and
Peacock.
I. It's you and I on Business and Brews with Marcus Grant, bro.
Yeah, shoot me that graphic so I can promote for y'all show.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows, do you want to do you want to hop on Pinto's show with me after this? Like in like the next like 10 minutes.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you know what? I'll be down. How long is the show?
Their show's a hot minute, but I'm not going to be able to be there the whole time because I have a 7 o'clock meeting.
Okay, no, all good. I'll probably rock for like 30 minutes.
Do you want to take 30 minutes after like me, like or like hop in like part of the way through?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Just shoot. I'll text P. Or actually, even you could just forward me the link. Just forward it to my email.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm about to do.
No, you know what's funny? I was gonna curve it at first, but I was like, you know what? It's they're obviously not new acquaintances, but they're new to the Rum Boys, and like, bro, I was like, you know what? I'd love to show up for a big cameo. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They got the good fantasyisms. I like what they talking over there. They talking that ism, bro.
Yo, this man said I'm shooting a video on location tomorrow. Go ahead, Miles. Tomorrow, so it'll be 9 Mountain time. Here, let me just double check. Let me go on my
10 o'clock his time. It's CT. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna just make sure I double check. So yeah. See how crazy my motherfucking day is. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a show about.
I think you know what I mean, being busy is a blessing, though.
It's a blessing.
I mean? Like, when I look outside and I'm just mobbing around like my side of town, or even through any sides of town in my city, bro. Like there's hella homeless, bro. And you know what's crazy is like they ain't got nothing to do.
They ain't got nothing to do.
That's why they homeless. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Got to stay busy out here. You got to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of examples around us. They ain't doing shit. We ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't handling. Hey, man, hope they find their way. I'm just saying, they're a great example.
Exactly. No,
we gotta stay busy.
Gotta stay busy, bro.
I don't mind the stress. The stress is it's par for the course.
Yes. Yes, I appreciate my look. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it on motherfucking air. Like I don't know tweet, I don't know Instagram shit, nothing. Like I'm gonna say it right here on my own shit. Yo, I appreciate the hell out of my staff making my life a lot easier because I could not. Yeah, definitely big ups for Miles because I could not fucking do this shit without any of y'all. Like I could not do any of this shit without any of y'all. You know, if I tried to do this without y'all, it sucked. It sucked. It'd be stressful. I'd be like, you know what, you win. But no, I got you guys, and it's fucking awesome. You know, so
bro, like you know what I love is that this shit is fun. You know what I mean? Because, like, bro, if you know, the dream is to be able to like I love when we sit with these analysts, bro, because they are living the dream. You know what I mean? They're just talking isms and getting paid, and they're able to support their lives and their families with the shit. That's awesome because I'm doing this shit for fun, and if that could happen, that's a chance. That's exactly dope. But you know what's crazy is because it's almost not fair. Like if you know. This shit is fun. You can't even consider it work.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Like imagine that, bro. Imagine when we're getting the bag, bro. And we're like, oh shit, what were you doing? Oh, I was busy earlier doing a show. Yeah, show about nothing. You know what I mean? Just like listen, we literally get to do a show about nothing.
About not a goddamn thing.
We were talking about Astral Projection for like 15, 20 minutes.
We talked about Astral Projection for 30 minutes, and then we're like, yo, remember Corona?
Remember?
Motherfuckers still here
to stay. But no, to shut down all the parties.
But y'all could catch us talking some fantasy football here in the next in about the next 20 minutes with the fantasy first rounders live here on the Rum Boys Fantasy Network, led by Chris Pinto at Kappa Sig. Shout out to all the frat guys out there. Sure. I really I feel like Aggie, because like Aggie is like the Texas.
Well, like he's an Aggie. Yeah, but you know, I dance to the beat of my own drum. I'm gonna call him Sig
because of the Sig sword. I feel that.
I know, because Sig, like the gun.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Sig sword.
Oh, okay. I hear you. You kind of cut it there. Okay. Yeah, exactly. See, you know me.
Yeah.
There wasn't no complex explanation to my nickname. Yeah, it's like
I got shout out to homie Sprat. No, so we're about to we'll hop in there. I'll be in there for like as much time as I can, and then I'll send the link to Mr. Bogart Scott Free so that he can jump in there with the guys and help them with the rest of the show. But yeah, we greatly appreciate you guys. You guys are the best fans in the world, like the best followers, not fucking fans. What the hell is this? But the best subscribers, the best people, just people. Fuck. Best pirate gang, all right?
The human race.
Shit.
Human race, give me money.
Give me money. He said, Miles said, appreciate y'all and your patience with me. Patience with you, patience with us.
Motherfucker's quick than a motherfucker.
Patience with me.
He gets it done like real fast. You know what I mean? You know what's dope is it's kind of what I was saying earlier, right? Like, we all have the ability to get things done through turmoils, even. You know what I mean? Like, if I got shit going on, I'm still getting things done.
I'm still always on the go.
I mean? Like my shit is never gonna affect the next man's shit. You know what I mean?
IDGT. I don't get tired.
Well, IOGB, it only gets better. You know what I'm saying?
Amen to that. Hey, y'all. Get at us on our social medias. Like, literally, you can at this point literally Google the GMM Network. Look up like type in your social media feed, the GMM Network. Like, it'll pop up. Like, Google Rum Boys. It'll fucking pop up. I'm not gonna do a long drawn out intro. Y'all been rocking with us for so long. If y'all are new, just do those simple steps. It's really easy. Like, it's spelled on our freaking name tags. Like, we have name tags.
I'm gonna start wearing name tags, like actual ones.
Bro, they made a joke today about the fantasy football convention, and they're like, "We're gonna need name tags with your Twitter handle." I was like, "I'm not fucking putting my Twitter handle on my name tag. You better know who the hell I am by my face." Like, I was like, you've seen our content now for long enough. Like, like. Oh, by the way, I sent that email to Sports Me, so maybe we're in there like somewhere. Hopefully, like thongs on a fat chick, you know.
Right.
Right. I'm being dirty. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What to do? We're out of here. Peace.
Give me money.
Of course, give me money. Marijuana, give me money. We love y'all. I don't know. Where's my outro? Fuck, I started past it. Oh my God. Bye.